Hey guys, it's Shannon with True Crime with Shannon, and I'm back with another video. But before we get into today's topic, if you do me a quick favor, hit that like button if you like the content that you're seeing, and hit the subscribe button. It just takes a second, then you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, so today, since we're almost getting into the 1 year, sadly, the 1 year anniversary of Little Summer Wells' disappearance. I wanted to go back and cover the timeline of the search for Little Summer Wells. We sadly don't have any real updates, but like I said, since we're entering that 1 year mark, I wanted to kind of see where we're at, and hopefully we'll start getting some new information. But I don't know. I'm not getting my hopes up, sadly, folks. Now, this is in part to News Channel 11, who has a wonderful timeline up relating to the Summer Wells case. Okay, we're starting back in June of 2021. Summer Wells is missing. She's 5 years old, 4 foot tall, blonde hair, last seen wearing a pink shirt and gray pants, said Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson on June 15th, just a few hours after Summer was reported missing around 6:30 p.m. that night. The late night announcement launched a massive ground search at first light the next day. With the steep and dangerous terrain, we're also experiencing very dense canopy coverage, including very dense ground cover causing search efforts to be very difficult, said Captain Tim Coop of the Church Hill Rescue Squad, who served as the incident commander of the search operations during the extensive weeks-long ground search for Summer. Summer's father, Don Wells, spoke with News Channel about the disappearance of his daughter, revealing that he believes some bad person grabbed her. Daily media briefings continued for 10 consecutive days. While every case is different, this one is definitely outside of the norm, said Tennessee Bureau of Investigation spokesperson Leslie Earhart on June 24th at the agency's final press conference. Typically, in an investigation like this one, we have some idea of where the case is headed and what might have happened within a few days. 2 days later, on June 26th, the TBI announced that they were searching for a late model red Tacoma truck seen in the area at the time Summer went missing. The agency stressed that the driver was not a suspect but a potential witness. On June 28th, News Channel 11 heard from Summer's mother for the first time. Candace Bly's only daughter had been missing for almost 2 weeks. Me and my mother and her were planting flowers, and we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, Bly told News Channel 11 in her first on-camera interview, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers. And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walking into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes, I came back and I asked the boys where their sister was. And they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple of times and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check and she was nowhere in sight. Bly told News Channel 11, she believes Summer had been abducted. The same day Candace spoke on camera, the reward fund was finalized for the Church Hill Rescue Squad. Authorities also closed the active search. Okay, of note, that story of all the surrounding the planting of the flowers in the pots and Summer going in the home and all that, it's been slightly changed around a little bit and disputed by her mom, Candace, and also by Grandma, which we refer to her as Grandis because they're actually both Candace. So there's sort of been some basic consistencies to it, but Candace has kind of changed her story slightly on that, a little bit, since the whole time her daughter disappeared. Okay, we're going to July. The Church Hill Rescue Squad announced on July 27th that it would no longer be the lead agency orchestrating any search efforts for Summer, announcing the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office as the primary agency. On July 21st, a spokesperson with the Department of Children's Services confirmed that the department was involved in the Summer Wells investigation. Amid the continued search, dozens of community members met weekly to pray for Summer's return and offer support for the family. On July 29th, Bly confirmed with News Channel 11 that her sons had been in the custody of the Department of Children Protective Services since the previous week. Don Wells had also confirmed their older sons were taken by Child Protective Services, but he wouldn't give the reason. The reward fund for information leading to Summer's location stood at $37,970 by the end of July of 2021. So Summer was still gone, and their boys were taken into CPS custody. August. At the start of August, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office posted to Facebook stating that no psychics had been used in the search for Summer. On August 11th, Lawson said in a video posted by the TBI that the search for Summer was certainly not over despite concerns and speculations. September. In September, Summer was featured on In Pursuit with John Walsh. The Summer Wells Reward Fund also surpassed $40,000. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation announced that months of searching had yielded no clues as to Summer's whereabouts. No trespassing signs were posted around the Wells family Beech Creek home. October. More than 100 days after his daughter disappeared, Summer's father, Don Wells, wanted to speak with News Channel 11 on October 4th. Wells said he was not pleased with the expiration set for the reward fund. "I feel bad for Summer," Wells said. "I don't know why they set it up like that." That same day, the Churchill Rescue Squad's reward fund was extended into the following year. Almost a week later, on October 10th, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office said that they were still taking tips and looking for that red truck. "Hi, this is Don and Candace Wells, and this is our YouTube channel," said Don Wells on a video posted October 12th to their family YouTube channel, almost 4 months after their daughter was reported missing. The channel was created in conjunction with the family's website, findsummerwells.com. "I hope and pray to God that we can find our daughter. We can't thank you enough," said Wells on a YouTube video posted back on October 13th. "There's nothing we can do to thank y'all enough, but just to thank you and praise our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ." On October 27th, the Churchill Rescue Squad also announced that the reward fund had surpassed $58,000. Social media stardom turned into a social embarrassment 2 weeks later. Don Wells was pulled over on suspicion of DUI and arrested live on YouTube. November. While in court for the DUI charge on November 1st, Wells was arrested on a violation of a probation charge. He was later released on his own recognizance bond. On that same day in court, News Channel 11 learned a gag order had been issued for the Child Protective Services case involving the other Wells children. "I have to stay off the YouTube thing or be very careful about if I do anything on YouTube from now on because I have lost control," Wells said in an interview on November 9th. "I've done stupid things, and for that I apologize. I'm just trying to be right, focus on our church and the things that our family that we so much enjoy doing together." The TBI tweeted on November 10th that the agency had seen an uptick in misinformation surrounding the Summer Wells case, adding that the agency had executed search warrants and collected potential digital evidence. The agency told the public to stick to the facts, all of which can be found on the TBI Summer Wells newsroom page. Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson stated the department receives calls daily regarding the Summer case. On November 11th and 12th, Summer's parents appeared on Dr. Phil. Her mother walked out on one of the episodes. In a YouTube video published on the family's page later, Bly said that there were many reasons why she got up and left. So they were on Dr. Phil, and apparently he said something that upset Candace. But that's been more speculation involving that. December. At the 1st of December, crews went to Beech Creek again for a 2-day planned search. Today, teams will be focusing on overgrown areas that were previously difficult to access due to high grass and heavy foliage, said TBI spokesperson Leslie Earhart. Several other law enforcement agencies are assisting. Nothing came of the search. That same month, a group of social media sleuths went to Hawkins County. On December 9th, people from that group were named in a trespassing report on the Wells property. Now, there have been some folks that have been YouTube creators, other social media folks that decided to go up there and kind of do their own little investigation. And, well, I like to feel like they meant well. That's just not the way to go. Even if we disagree with how TBI and Hawkins County is handling it, we're not PIs or investigators, so we should not be going on these families' properties. I think that's going too far. That's my opinion on it. January. Now we're into 2022 this year. In January, police reports surfaced of protesters showing up at a construction site where Don Wells and Candace Bly were working. No arrests were made and no charges are listed. It's scary for sure. I mean, Candace was in tears and she was shaking and all that. She was scared, Wells told News Channel 11. The Kingsport Police Department was also told that a YouTuber had filmed a child inside the church that the Wells family attends. Again, that's not something I agree with, but again, that's my opinion. I don't think that we should be getting into especially filming other children. Children are under 18. That's a whole nother situation. February 4th marked Summer's 6th birthday. We're coming together in honor of her and just celebrating her and just all coming together and praying for her and having a special prayer, especially this week on her birthday, said Haley Justine Thompson, the assistant director of Awaken Ministries at a community-led prayer vigil in observance on February 1st. A few days later, Summer's father, Don, was jailed after pleading guilty to his DUI charges from last year. Since his arrest was a violation of his probation related to a previous possession of a handgun while intoxicated charge, he must serve the remainder of his time of 11 months and 29 days at the Hawkins County Jail. Yeah, Don has been in jail since February of this year, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. March. Law enforcement and searchers combed through thickets in Hawkins County during a planned search for Summer again at the beginning of March. On the second and final day, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson told News Channel 11 that Summerwell's family is not cooperating right now. Her mother, Candace Bly, and grandmother, Candace Harder, addressed the comments the same day. Mr. Lawson stated that Candace and the whole family lawyered up. I can't speak for Donnie, and I know Candace hasn't because she told me she hasn't, and I have not, Harder said in her first on-camera interview. If law enforcement wants to talk to me, TBI wants to talk to me, they have my phone number. They know when I leave the state. They know when I'm here. Nothing came of that search. April. The lead investigator for the case spoke on camera for the first time in April, saying that they were no closer to finding answers than they were back on June 15th of last year. We've gone through hours and hours of interviews, video footage, electronic data, just trying to find a specific direction to go on in towards. Nothing has narrowed that down, said Detective John Pruitt with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. So everything, as the sheriff has said, is still on the table. That same month, the District Attorney General also spoke out about the case, discussing his role as no one has been charged or arrested in her disappearance. It's a case that has implications for the legal system and the law, but you couldn't classify it right now, said Dan Armstrong. There are no criminal charges that have been filed. Even though he stays in touch with law enforcement about where they're at in the investigation, Armstrong is almost at a standstill at his particular role. If arrest ever does take place, that's when he'll step in. Despite the thousands of tips since June 15th of 2021, the search for Summer Wells continues. The ongoing Amber Alert lists the following details for Summer. Age 5 years old, sex female, race white, hair blonde, eyes blue, height 3 foot, weight 40 pounds, missing from Rogersville, Tennessee, missing since June 15th, 2021. So the search for Summer Wells continues. Okay, guys. So like I said, we don't have, sadly, there's really no update on Little Summer. And we're entering that 1 year ago mark later this month on the 15th. As I record this is June 6th, and I'll probably be getting this up tomorrow on the 7th. And it's really sad that she's just, that Summer Wells has been just added to the sadly ongoing list of children that just seemingly have disappeared. And since I started this channel and started to follow these cases like Summer Wells and Michael Little Monkey Vaughn, and Harmony Montgomery, it's just so sad how many kids just disappear or fall through the cracks. I mean, what is happening to our children, guys? And this one has had a lot of crazy stuff surrounding it, as most of them seem to. Mom Candace has had her own little situations going on. I choose not to follow that side of things. I'm following as much of the facts and what I can. She apparently tends to go online and um, allegedly goes on there and drinks and talks about this, that, and the other thing. And some folks believe that doesn't really care about Summer, which I don't believe that she doesn't care about Summer, but I can't relate to Candace at all. But I mean, what happened to Summer? Did something happen to her when she was at that swimming hole, which is where she was at before they returned home? There's speculation that she had a dry drowning and Candace and Grandis and whoever covered it up. There's a family friend named Hunter who's also into the mix. So I don't know if he has anything, part of this. So did she ever arrive home alive? There's a picture of Summer laying in the back seat, laying on some gallons of milk, which has caused quite a stir online to see. Some folks believe she wasn't alive there. I hope she was. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that, but I mean, like I said, there's, was it an accidental death, and then they covered it up? Did she really? Did someone really take her? Was it involving her mom and dad? Did someone take her for drug money or what have you? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you have any thoughts on what happened to little Summer Wells? Let me know in the comments. It's really sad that we really don't know any more than we did when she disappeared. All we know is supposedly she was at home and she disappeared after she walked from the house and went down to the basement. So I don't know what to believe. I would love to see, just like Harmony, I would love to see that she was okay and safe, but you know, it's hard to say. So let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, do you think that, that it was an accident that was covered up? Do you think that she was abducted? Do you think that, the family had anything to do with it? Let me know in the comments. And if you like the content that you're seeing, do me a quick favor, hit the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And that'll be it for this one here, guys. And thank you very much for checking it out. And stay safe out there.